Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. This is going to be my first YouTube series on this channel, and it's going to be all about Genshin Impact, which is currently in closed beta right now. Luckily, I was able to get selected for the closed beta, and I'm going to show you some of the gameplay for the PC version. This game's going to have both PC and mobile versions with a chance for crossplay, and I do hope that they implement crossplay because that would be pretty awesome. Just a note, this is not the final version of the game, this is the closed beta version, so things may change, so don't take this as the final version at all. But this game is pretty well polished so far, and let me show you what Genshin Impact's like. Also, here's your warning to exit now if you don't want any spoilers.
世界崩坏之后，两颗陨星落在世界中央，降临大地的双子正有一人将要醒来。
First things first, we're at the character selection screen, so it looks like we're going to be able to choose between a male or a female main character, so take your pick, whatever you like. The skills are the same, I believe, it's just the character models and voices are different. You'll also be able to name your character as well, so make sure you type it in correctly. I accidentally hit an extra O, unfortunately. And you can't change it, so once you type in your character name and select it, you're stuck with that character name. So make sure that you type it in very carefully.
你从极寒中复苏，希望与这世界相处愉快。然而，当你睁眼， 却见到哥哥正被锁链刺穿，陌生的神灵自天而降，带走了你唯一的血亲，而你的复苏却被神阻止，陷入充满噩梦的沉眠。再度醒来，天地间风景已变，自己究竟又沉睡了多少年，这也无从知晓。于是， 你孤身一人踏上旅途，去寻找曾经目睹的神灵。
喂，快醒醒！喂，约好一起看日出，你怎么又睡过去了？太阳已经出来好一会儿啦，想快点找到哥哥的话，不打起精神来可是不行的哦。 等你做好准备，就跟我说一声吧。
And here we are in the world of Genshin Impact, and the world to me is really stunning. I love the art style of it, how the world looks, the environmental effects, the lighting, the shadows, also all the little tidbits in the game, like the sound of the water, the wind, it's great. And also the character models, I really enjoy how the character models look like. There's lots of detail in them, the characters look good, they pop out from the map, so they're pretty easy to identify, so it's really nice. First things first, I wasn't able to see a settings option at the main login for the game. Once you get inside the world of Genshin Impact, you'll be able to change the settings. So you can change the controls and the keybinds. I'm not sure what it'll be like on mobile, but you can also change the graphics and also the language as well. But there was an issue where I couldn't scroll down fast enough in order to scroll through all the controls. I had to go down slowly one by one instead of having like a drop down bar where I can just scroll through really quick like with the mouse wheel or dragging it down, but hopefully they get that fixed soon. For the graphics, there wasn't really much to pick from, so there's really only low, medium, and high. And for the display, they support various resolutions and they also support window and full screen mode. For the audio tab and the info tab, there wasn't anything in them currently, but I'm sure they're going to add something later. And for the languages, you can take your pick between Korean, English. I'm not positive on the last two since I'm not too familiar, but I believe it's like Mandarin or Cantonese and Japanese. So it's 2 out of those 3. So far for attacking, looks like it's just the left mouse button, and I attacked the crab, so we just got some crab bros. So I guess we can attack little critters for items. So one of the first monsters that you'll encounter is the classic slime, and this slime is really easy to defeat unless I guess you disconnect and it somehow kills you. But what you'll notice is that this slime has this blue symbol on top of its head, and this corresponds to its element type. The next thing that we're going to unlock is a teleport waypoint. So these things are scattered throughout the entire map and they're pretty convenient. They're there for fast traveling from point A to point B, so you don't actually have to manually walk everywhere. And it's pretty nice since the world is fairly large. So there's a bunch of these scattered throughout the map, and if you haven't discovered them, they'll have this red light around them. And the moment you discover them, they'll have this whitish bluish light around it. These teleport waypoints don't cost anything in order to fast travel, and there's no cooldown or anything on them, so be sure to use them. The next ability that we're unlocking is climbing. So climbing is a pretty big part in Genshin Impact. You're going to be climbing everywhere. So climbing is based off your stamina. So if you see that bar on the right, which is yellow, you have a certain amount of stamina that will allow you to climb. And you should definitely make sure that you have enough stamina before you attempt a really tall climb because, well, I'll let you figure it out. Your stamina is also tied to a couple other things in this game, such as running, swimming, and also gliding. While you're exploring Genshin Impact, what you'll notice is there are tons of items throughout the entire world. So for example, these apples on the ground, these apples are kind of like health potions, so they heal your health. So it's probably best to keep your eyes open for these items. There's also a whole bunch of items that are hidden. So there's hidden paths, there's hidden fake walls that you can destroy in order to get to treasure chests. So be sure to keep your eyes peeled out for these type of things. So we just started the prologue for chapter 1, and it looks like we're going to be heading towards that city in the way far off distance. And just so you know, if you fall off a cliff, you do take damage, and you could potentially die, so try not to do that. So each character in Genshin Impact has pretty much two main abilities, one being your E and the other being your Q. So your E is called Palm Vortex for the main character, and what happens is your character will start charging and then shoot out a blast and knock your enemies back. Also, what's pretty cool about the main character's ability is that it has a chance to fuse one of its elements with another element. So in this case, I'm charging my blast with the wind element, and it took on the fire element from the enemy, and it's charging it up into a fiery explosion. Here's a good example of the element system of fighting monsters that have the same element as your character. So my character has a wind element, and also these monsters have a wind element as well. So I'm going to be using my E ability on them, and it's going to do pretty much 0 damage to them, but it's going to knock them back still. And I'm also going to be using my Q ability, which is Gust Surge, which is going to suck them up and knock them back.
不用怕，放心了，我回来了。
他在跟龙说话。 险，差点被吹飞了。哦？小心，他给我的感觉很不好。从没见过这样的石头，没法确定它是什么。
While you're exploring throughout the map, you're going to encounter these huge gates, and these gates are basically your dungeons. You have a limited amount of tries to enter these dungeons, and it'll tell you. For example, this one, I had 3 tries out of 3. So after 3 tries are over, I'll have to wait for reset, and then I'll have 3 tries again the next day. But they give you various rewards such as experience, money, and in this case, I'm getting a special currency called Primogem, which is this white diamond thing on the bottom left. And currently it's being used in order to buy items on the closed beta shop, and I'm not sure if this is the cash shop currency, so we'll see what happens when the game's fully released.
愿风神护佑你，陌生人。我是西风骑士团侦察骑士安博。你不是蒙德市民吧？那么，请说明自己的身份。冷静一下，我们不是可疑人员。可疑人员都会这么说。听着不像是本地人的名字。还有这只，吉祥物又是怎么回事？完全不对，怎么还不如吉祥物啊？总而言之是旅行者对吧？最近蒙德周围有巨龙出没，你们还是尽快进城比较好。这里离蒙德不远，就有事。你出城没有什么别的任务吗？当然有，不过放心，任务路，而且我也不能放着可疑人士不管。失礼了，这不是一位优秀的骑士应有的言辞。我向你们致歉，陌生而可敬的旅人。好生硬的发言。你是对我们骑士团指导手册里的规范用语有什么不满吗？
As you continue through the storyline, you're going to encounter your first party member that's going to join your team, and it's going to be Amber. She's a fire element archer, and her abilities are pretty awesome. So for her normal attack, she shoots regular arrows and also fire arrows if you charge it. And also for her E ability, which is Explosive Puppet, it serves as a taunt. So you throw like a miniature version of her, and it taunts enemies around and it explodes. So it's pretty useful for fighting enemies. Her Q ability is called Fiery Rain, and like the name implies, she shoots a rain of fiery arrows at a small radius on your target.
小菜一碟。
So there'll be fireplaces scattered throughout the world, and what you'll be able to do at these fireplaces is you'll be able to cook. So the items that you've been collecting throughout the entire world, and also some items that you purchase at shops as well, are used in order to create consumables. So some of these consumables either heal you, they also heal your whole party, some of them revive you, and they have different percentages. And they're probably going to implement more consumables in the future, but be sure to be on the lookout for these fireplaces if you need to create any type of consumable.
不够我。 正式介绍：风雨蒲公英的牧歌之城，自由之都。哈哈。平常这里可是很热闹的，来比赛吧！最近因为风魔龙的关系，都见不到外面来的商人和旅客了。除了拐角那家酒馆没怎么受影响，不如说他们的生意变得更好了。
Alright, so we just arrived at the main town called Mondstadt. So there's tons of things to do in this town from various missions. There's also shops as well, so you can buy enhanceable items, different weapons, consumables. Also, be sure to keep your eye out on any treasure laying hidden around the town. There's tons of treasure everywhere, so keep your eyes peeled. It's going to take a little while in order to get to the top of the city, but in this area we're going to get our next ability, which is to learn how to glide.
那么说好的礼物就是风力滑翔翼。
Another thing to note is that gliding also consumes stamina, like running, swimming, and also climbing. So if you don't have enough stamina while you're gliding and you're flying high enough, you'll probably either take fall damage or you might take fatal damage and just die. Here we're gonna get our first so-called boss fight, and we're gonna be fighting Storm Terror Dvalin or Devlin. Not too sure how you pronounce it, but it's a pretty easy fight. You just pretty much have to shoot him, and then eventually you'll be able to make him go away.
居然拥有与巨龙作战的力量，你是我们的客人，还是新的风暴呢？
风魔龙竟然开始直接袭击城市内部了。
哎，
姐，你也太着急了，不是说好在这里接见他的吗？
风魔龙似乎在城外也有活动，见到他之后，我想尽快。
不用着急，等下我也会去帮忙的。
代理团长大人，人我带到了。事情的经过就是这样。
呀，唉，
Alright, so this is a pretty good spot for me to stop at in this game, and I'm going to continue to progress through this game and also edit additional videos for Genshin Impact. And if you like what you saw from this game, click down on my link below to join the closed beta. I'm not sure if they're going to release more keys for this current round of the closed beta or if they have another closed beta in the future, but if you want to partake in it, you need to sign up down in the link below. Also, if you want to see any other Genshin Impact videos from me, or maybe any other games that I play, click on that subscribe button down below. And be sure, if you have any feedback for me, leave down some feedback in the comments section. But thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.